Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
All jacked up on the settings.
That's all right, though. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back.
What's going on,
Episode
guys?
64. Did you know that? Only episode 64.
That's it.
I thought we did way more than that. Unless some got dumped off of Spotify.
That's all right.
But whatever.
So what's up, man? What's good? What's new? What's in the
There's
house?
a lot.
First of all, I just want to say thank you guys back for following us and hit that share button. You know, I've seen a few of you guys that hit that share button. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Psych, fucker. No, but thank you guys for those who did hit that share. We really appreciate it. Also, a big shout out because we have a big shout out to Vince because it's his birthday today. So
Oh, no. That was yesterday.
it was yesterday, but today
Close-
we're gonna
close
celebrate
enough.
his birthday. So this episode is gonna be for Vince's birthday episode.
So we're just on Rumble.
So we're just
'Cause
on
you can't
Rumble.
have strippers on Facebook.
That's correct.
They're not here yet, though. No, just kidding.
But yeah.
My
So
kids
what's
are-
good though? You know,
Not
Vince?
much.
you feel any older? Why do people always say that? Do you feel any
Do
older?
I feel older because it was my birthday?
Because it was your birthday? No, right? Like
No.
every day should be like.
It's just another day at this
Yeah.
point.
But if you think about it though, Mike, like, are we really that age, or are we say like me? I'm 36, right? Am I 36 in 9 months, or am I 36? Because I was they count those 9 months that we were in our mother's womb.
No, because it's a birthday. Birthing is when you come out of the birth canal.
Not your conceivement day.
Right.
Ah. Yeah, but still though, you had a heartbeat though.
Yeah, but
So you're alive.
But you haven't been birthed. That doesn't mean you're not a human.
Right.
That doesn't mean you're not a living person. You
Now
just
it makes
haven't
sense.
been birthed into the world yet.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes
know.
sense now.
That's how I translate it, I guess.
But still, though, I mean, shit. I mean, it's 9 months, man. Like I've been
Listen,
alive for 9 months.
I'm glad you brought that up, Leo, because there's a fact I wanted to mention last week, and it was horrible. It was something about Gen Z. Did you know almost 33%? Ha! Right here at the top of my notes too. 33% of Gen Z didn't happen.
What is Gen Z? Who are the Gen Zs?
Well,
Tell
after
me.
Gen
Let me
X,
hear. Let me check.
you have the millennials, then you have, I believe, Gen X, then Gen Z.
Now, what do you mean didn't happen?
The generation that just didn't happen because of abortion. The main reason, the main culprit of why the population in Gen Z isn't where it would have predictably been is because of abortion. 33% of Gen Z isn't here because of abortion. That might get us off of YouTube, but that's
a pretty
facts
crazy-
I heard on YouTube. So
That's a pretty crazy number. I mean, you're
That's
talking
a
about
lot.
a third.
yeah, but to put it, not to downplay it at all, but put it in perspective, most of those are taking place in lower income inner city clinics, which are affecting what communities? You know, what community is that going to affect?
Right.
Low income,
Low and middle class.
Yeah,
Right.
middle class for sure.
probably majority of African American, and that's what that group was supposedly founded on. The group that runs those clinics was,
Right.
I forget what they call it, but like population control, kind of.
Mm.
But anyways, Gen Z, what you figure out over there, Leo?
Oh, Gen Z. It said right here. It said researchers and popular media used the mid to late 1990s as starting birth of the early 2010s as ending birth years
Of Gen Z.
of Gen Z.
So
Most members of
It's like a
Gen Z
20-year gap.
are the children of Generation X or older millennials.
right. I'm technically last year millennial, so millennial / Gen X.
So what am I?
I don't know what year you were born. I mean, don't give out your whole birthday.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you don't give out your whole birthday on live on the air. You can give the
Right.
year, but I just when people.
No. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but still,
What were you? 85,
89.
89? So you're Gen X. according to that.
Right.
Now you look at different sources and it'll tell you.
Right, because I
give you
classify
different
like
garbage.
myself like kind of like in the 90s because
Yeah,
you know,
You're
because
a
it's-
90s baby.
yeah, you know, because of that's me, you know, like
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
it's a Gen X though, right?
It's weird how they generations
gives a
flow like that.
Who cares?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Yeah, why
you
is it?
should
Why
care is because
why do they have it that
when
way?
you depend on somebody to handle your health care, it's
Healthcare,
going to be
it's
one of them
another-
little sons of bitches in charge of shit. And
Mm.
that's where we're coming up on the battles, passing the baton, and 33% of them are gone already. That
Right.
didn't even happen. Well, what happened if there was a Ben Franklin or a George Washington in there that you know,
Right.
was good for America? You know, you never
Yeah.
know. But yeah, that's kind of
that's a little thing, you know. That's something, you know. That's good to know, man. I'm a Gen X. I should write that shit down.
yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll hear conversation and I kind of just stay quiet because I'm just like, I don't know what kind of, I don't know what you like. I know of gens, but I don't know of like,
well, we always hear about millennials.
yeah, like I hear about millennials and I hear about
Or was it
no, what's the other ones?
Gen X, then millennials, then Gen Z?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I think I just missed the millennial. I forget. You're looking it up?
No, I'm writing that I'm a
Okay.
Gen X.
He's writing down what he is. Yeah.
Because then I'll forget.
Is it Gen X or is it millennial?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What generation is 1989?
I don't know. Let me check. What does it say?
I don't know what's up.
Yeah,
with
I don't
that.
know what's up with that,
Rumble?
Vince.
That's Rumble, and I don't see us on YouTube either.
Rumble is going.
Are we at least recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
What gen is 1989?
Oh, there it is. Now all of a sudden it's there on Rumble.
Yeah.
Just very.
I almost want to drop it all and just upload it. You know?
Right.
So what'd you find out, Leo?
I don't know. I'm trying to do that right now, but Google didn't really understand what I was saying.
What?
Oh, man. Searchers say the 1980 and 1994 as Gen Y.
Gen Y. See, I hadn't heard of that one. So that would. I'm 83. So
Millennial,
that put me-
millennial birth years. A 2024 report by the popular. Yeah, look, Mike. It's right there.
I can't see that.
Me either, man. That's why I'm trying to
That's
pass it over because I
Okay,
can't really
so-
see.
What's this chart here?
I don't know.
Political leaning of Americans by age. This is a Gallup poll. So age 18. This is good information to know. Anyways, age 18 to
We
29.
can't hear you though.
Age 18 to 29, 30% are liberal leaning, 40% are moderate, and only 26% are conservative. That's 18 to 29. 30 to 49, it pretty much stays the same, except conservatives, you kind of gain a little ground. And it changes the older you get. If you look at the red, it goes up each bracket as you get older. The more conservative you
Right.
get. I don't know what we were even looking
yeah.
at, but the generations
Yeah.
or something like that. But yeah, I forget how the order it goes. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
all
I don't know. It's
stereotypical bullshit, anyways. I don't
Yeah.
care.
So what was this Gen Y bullshit? Like I never.
I don't know.
even heard
I
of
just
Gen
I've never
Y.
heard of
I just
Gen
deleted
Y.
it. I don't know. I just
Leo's
took
like,
it off.
nope, I ain't going back to
I'm
that.
not going back. Just took it off. I probably watch. I'm gonna start seeing some kind of ads about. Oh, if you want to see what your year
So,
of this or
I can't
that.
stand this new camera. It's not focused on all of us. That sucks. Anyways, I
As
had
long
some
as it's
video.
focused on me, because I. Hey,
You got them glasses. That's
Yeah,
probably
man.
what's throwing it off.
Probably, man. It's, you know, I got the heart shaped glasses. I found them in my truck just now whenever I got here. They were my daughters. You know, she went to a Valentine's party and stuff like that. My daughter's a little bit like me. You know, she is a little shy. Whenever like we first come to a like place like that, you don't know anybody. You know how some people could just like walk into a place and it's like
Yeah.
bubbly, like da, 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 da. No. We're like the totally like opposite. We're like shut down. Even if we know the people, we just shut down, you know, just be like, hey, what's up, Vince? You know, like if we
Right.
say if we go somewhere traveling or whatever, you know, I'd be like, hey, Vince, how you doing?
Until you get comfortable with that area, like where you're at.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for sure. you know. So that's how my daughter was. So we went there, and I was like, put the shades on, you know, and I was like trying to make her comfortable, you know, just like, come on, girl, you know, get loose. So I had them there in my truck, and I was taking them. I was like, I'll put them on, fuck it, you know, because it's still February, and then they say what February is the month of love or whatever too.
Two, as in also,
Also,
as in also to what?
like it's also Black History Month.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, so
Okay. See, he got it.
I got it.
That's right. It is known for something else.
Yeah, but he already knew it because he said two. That I was just giving him an opportunity to say it. He knew it.
You know, hey, whatever, man. You know, I cheered all my people, man. Like I just posted. I just posted. You guys can see, man. Look, listen, man. I hang out with everybody. You guys can just go back to my last post on my Instagram. Yeah, I can see. I took a picture with some guys. They're from work. They're from Haiti. They're Haitians, you know. And I seen them. They, you know, they're taking up their thing. You know how people, they're doing their thing. You know, social media makes you do some crazy shit, and they're up there posting. You know, taking pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, hell yeah, man. They're flexing. Is what they call, or what they call it nowadays, or whatever, you know. They're flexing, they're taking pictures. So I go out there and I was like, I'll take a picture with y'all, man. Let me take a quick picture with y'all.
So you were flexing?
I was flexing with them, yeah. I was like, hell yeah. You know, because every time I see them and I pass by, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? They're like, hey, Leo. But I don't know what their names are. But we say hi and bye to each other.
Is that because you can't pronounce them?
I don't know. But we say hi and bye to each other, and I try to communicate as best as I can with them, you know. But it is what it is, you know. But anyways, Vince, back to the. I hate it when they tell me, do you feel any older? You know, because it's just like, what do you mean? Do I feel any older? Like you every day you age. Every day it's a different day, so you're aging every day. So I do feel older every day. I don't, but I do. Like. I don't, but my body is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like you say, no, I don't feel older.
Cool.
I don't feel any older today than I did
Let me
yesterday.
tell you, my mouth kind of.
Have a drink. I got a couple of videos we can talk about. We got a border video. We got a story about Trump sneakers. We got.
I seen those.
The
Pull them
candidate
bitches
for
up.
president from India. And Jon Stewart is back, right, on the Daily Show. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
He
since
only
I
does
watched
Mondays, and I always found the guy to be funny as shit, man. I don't agree with anything he says, but I got a good video with him that kind of hits all on. I mean, it's all political. Which one do you want to watch first? Which one do you want to see first here?
Jon Stewart.
Let's see Jon Stewart. He had already done one show last Monday, and then last night was him coming back. So let's make sure I got this set up right. That was his. He got a lot of backlash from his first episode back because he hit Biden pretty hard because he's a dumbling fucking fool, you know.
I don't know.
You don't even know where the hell he's at.
I don't know how you can watch Joe Biden right now talk and anybody can sanely say, yes, I see him running this
Listen, I
country
can't
for
even
another
watch
4
him,
years.
man. I was gonna get a video or clips of videos and put something together for us to play,
Right.
and I can't even stomach half of them. Like, I feel bad. I feel like I'm making fun of the elderly, and I think it's horrible, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the guy. I mean, you see anybody that's got like early stages of Alzheimer's, you know, you feel bad for him. And this poor guy, his family's having to watch
brain ain't
him
working.
try to pretend like he's running the fucking country.
Yeah, but I mean, Jon Stewart went on to finish his 20-minute monologue, pretty much attacking Tucker Carlson. That was a little bit of what was funny. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I thought that was pretty. I mean, he's funny. I like the guy. I don't agree with the shit he says, but I think he's funny, and I think he's different from other comedians who do the same thing from the same approach. I think he just comes across funnier, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
He's still a liberal, but
You know what?
I'm glad he's back. 'Cause
Talking
the show
about that,
sucks.
the other day I had to go get my license changed and all that stuff. You know, it asked me what kind of party I wanted to be at.
Yeah, it gives you an option to choose a party.
So then I put other, right?
Yeah.
Because I have always had it as I've never had a party.
You sure it was your party, not your sex that
No,
you
no,
said
no,
other?
no, no,
Okay, just
No.
just
Just verify. No. So
Gender other.
right. No, so it just because I have always been like other. I've never associated with one or the other because it's shit. You never know, man. Like these people are crazy.
I look
You
at
know?
myself as
So
other
then-
because I'm going to vote for whoever I think is going to do the better job.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily if Biden was running as
Well,
a Republican right
yes.
now, I'm not voting for him.
And that's how you should be. Problem is, in Florida, it's a closed primary state.
Right.
So unless you're a registered Republican or Democrat, when either party has their primary, you can't vote in it unless you're of that party. So
Right.
that's the only reason why I've been registered Republican.
So then they asked me this big old thing of why or of choices and stuff like that, and I was just like, you know what, I ain't dealing with it. I'm just gonna go be straightforward. And I selected.
You selected what? What are you talking about?
The glasses say it all, baby.
The glasses say it all.
Okay. Okay.
No, but love.
Color coordinated.
But anyways, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, like
Yes.
but then there again, I'm still other. It doesn't matter what I am.
Yeah. And that's
You know?
how I'm more libertarian.
It's-
I haven't found a Democrat I'd vote for yet, though.
It's like Vince
That's
said,
how I
it's-
can choose, you know,
right.
but I want to be able to choose out of the Republicans we send up there
Yeah, for sure.
because I think that we're better shot with them.
sure.
But
For sure.
they're not all good either.
No,
And
that's why I have always been other because it's like it's like how Vince said, you know, if Biden was right now, you know, vice versa, you wouldn't vote for him because it's just you couldn't.
Yeah.
You
If
know,
I have to
Well-
pick a party, I definitely consider myself Republican because that's
Right.
typically what I'm going to vote for.
right? Thank you.
Almost every
It's
single
very
time.
easy to
That's like
choose
how Mike just
sides
said, though.
when you're very passionate about something like the Second Amendment
Right.
or the First Amendment.
But then there's
you know.
there's certain things that I disagree about with some of the Republican
Right.
Party. Doesn't mean I agree with every single thing that, and that doesn't mean I'm going to vote Republican every time.
I don't think they're fiscally responsible for what they're trying to say they stand for. That's my biggest problem with the right. And they've been infiltrated by deep state. So
Right.
you got rhinos and whatever you call the Democrats, dino, whatever.
And you've got people like
People
Nikki
that go
Haley
in there poor
that
and come
are
out
bought and
millions.
paid for by the other side.
Yeah. Speaking of the primary, I don't even know if it's today or tomorrow. It might be this week. Let's look at this Nikki video we got here. Nikki Haley from India.
That's why I refuse to quit. South Carolina will vote on Saturday. But on Sunday, I'll still be running for president. I'm not going anywhere. I'm campaigning every day until the last person votes because I believe in a better America and a brighter future for our kids. People have a right to have their voices heard. And they deserve a real choice, not a Soviet-style election where there's only one candidate and he gets 99% of the vote. It's not normal to spend $50 million in campaign contributions on personal court cases. It's not normal to threaten people who back your opponent. And it's not normal to call on Russia to invade NATO countries. Donald Trump has done all of that and more in just the past month. Look, I've said it many times. I think Donald Trump was the right president at the right time. But times change, and so has Trump. He's gotten more unstable and unhinged. He spends more time in courtrooms than he does on the campaign trail. He refuses to debate. He's completely distracted, and everything is about him. He's so obsessed with his own demons from the past, he can't focus on delivering the future Americans deserve.
Yeah, so she ain't going nowhere. People thought she was going to make an announcement that she was going to drop out after she loses her own state,
Right.
but she's not. She ain't going anywhere, and it's for a reason. Someone's telling her and paying her to stay in it. Why? They're waiting for a Trump assassination. It's the only thing.
Right.
Because he's going to win even if he's in jail. He's going to win even if he's
how
dead.
dare Donald Trump choose to spend his time in a courtroom?
So what happens if, let's say...
It's not like... Yeah, he's spending money on court cases and stuff right now, but that's like, that's from people that have bought and paid for her. They're the ones that are buying and paying for Trump to be in court right now.
Right.
For a lesser offense than what they just caught Joe Biden, and they're just ruled that
Listen, so let's
he's
say
too old to be tried.
Trump and his
Not
vice
senile.
president is elected president in November, right? They don't
Right.
take office till January 20th. What happens if he dies in between then?
Why? Is it?
November and January 20th.
Yeah. 'Cause-
So do we just let the
'cause if
vice
he's-
president
if he's in-
assume the role? Is that how it works? Because he was elected.
Yeah,
his role.
that's the way it typically should go. Yes.
So that can circumvent the amendment that limits him to just 2 terms. Because technically, I don't know how that would work. Would he still be eligible to get elected for 2 more terms as president?
The vice president.
Yeah,
I
that'd
believe
be
so.
pretty crazy. I bet you there
believe
would be
so.
all kinds of lawsuits to stop it from the get-go and do a recall and leave whoever's in office there. But that's why I have a feeling that's all they're waiting for.
So what do you think
Why
he's
else
gonna?
would she still be
You think
there?
he's going to get elected from prison and
Yes.
murdered while in prison?
No, I don't know about that. Who knows? What,
Who?
like a
Nikki Haley?
Russian?
No, Trump.
No,
Trump?
Trump.
Yeah,
It's the only reason why she's still in it.
Trump.
Unless
that
she's
man's
expecting
limited.
the opposite with Biden. Unless she's expecting to get the Democrat vote. I don't know. There's a lot of people coming out anti-Biden. We talked about that. He's kind of a bumbling fool. But I don't know. There's got to be some other reason. But it's going down in South Carolina unless it's already happened. But I haven't gotten any notifications. So I might have my days mixed up. Freaking camera's out of focus again. So what else we got? Speaking of Trump, his
sneakers
I'll
came
right through
out.
these
At first,
videos.
I didn't know if it was true or not, and then I got into a little bit more, and I guess that it is a thing. I guess
Yeah, what are they now?
shoes.
What do you know about them though? Like I don't know anything about it.
I heard about it, but I don't even know what they look like. I know it was on Instagram.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Posted with him with the shoes or something.
I know it's sold for an ungodly amount on eBay.
I want to tell you, I've wanted to do this for a long time. I have some incredible people that work with me on things, and they came up with this, and this is something I've been talking about for 12 years, 13 years, and I think it's going to be a big success. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. What's the most important thing? To go out and vote, right? We have to go out and vote. We got to get young people out to vote. And you're going to vote, and we're going to turn this thing around. This country's not doing so well. We're going to turn this country around fast. We're going to turn it around fast. And we're going to remember the young people, and we're going to remember SneakerCon. You know that. It's a slightly different audience than I'm used to, but I love this audience. And go out, have a good time. We love you all. Thank you very much.
You know what?
That's crazy.
You know what?
I'd
If I
rock
was
those.
if I was in
I'd
the
wear
pool, I would buy them. I would buy them,
Well,
and I wouldn't wear them.
I ain't spending
I wouldn't wear
$4,500
them.
on them.
I got a pair of shoes right now, Mike,
but I'd wear
that I
those.
bought for $175, man. And if you go online right now to see how much they are, they're probably like $900, and I bought them for $175.
I mean,
But if you just hold on to them, for a little bit longer,
that's
just a
just it.
treasure.
Just like art, it's a
Yeah,
way of
for
storing
sure, man.
value.
But you got to store it like I always buy them my size because
Well, if you want to wear them,
thank you. If I want to wear them, I want to wear them. They're mine. Some people, they use it as like I have it as a value or whatever. Like how they just said they're selling it $4,500 for a pair of sneakers, and they bought it for $399 Because I'm seeing right now that's what they
The
were
one
going.
there was
$3.99.
video of a guy here. Oh,
Crazy.
they were claiming Russian collusion because at SneakerCon, one of the guys, there was an auction for the pair there,
Right.
and he got it for $9,000. And they were claiming Russian collusion because he was a CEO of some Russian
Right.
telecom company or some shit like that. It was like, come on, man. They're always
Yeah.
going to throw some shit out there.
Of course. Well, there's always that one person.
Yeah, so I don't, good for him. I mean,
Yeah, go
we
for
saw
it, man. Shit.
them go after him for that E. Jean Carroll. He was ordered to pay the other day $350 million in the fraud case. And
Right.
do you know anything about that case?
Nah.
Okay, so he's got property, right?
Right.
And in order to get a loan, let's say you've got a lot of money, but you want to go
yeah.
in on big projects,
Yeah, I
right?
know
Like
about
you need
that.
a project. You need funding. You don't pay
Right.
for all that yourself. Just like when you want to build a house, you come up with a down payment, you get a loan, you do it that way. So that's how these real estate developers do it. So, the bank, let's say you need the money, the bank wants to know what's collateral, and you say, well, here's my building, it's worth $100 million, and bank looks at it and says, okay, we agree. They give you a loan based on the collateral, whatever. So that's what he did. That's how he operated. That's how all real estate developers operate. And so the court, because New York's got this rogue DA, this corrupt DA that ran on the premises of getting Trump.
Right.
And she's got a judge who's just right along with her. He's a freaking dopey fool. Considered Trump lied. Lied.
About the value of his
Right.
property.
Meanwhile, the people he would have supposedly lied to said, no, the property's worth that much. It's worth that much to us, But they're saying, no, he lied to you. He lied to you, and he's, we're going to fine him $350 million for lying to you.
On
And
loans
they're like,
that he paid
but he's
back,
not lying
too.
to us.
And-
Yeah. Oh, with interest.
And
Yeah, that was all paid back. These companies had come out and said, we made money on that.
let me ask you
We
something,
made
Mike.
money off of him.
Let me ask you something. You're the bank. I'm looking to borrow money from you.
Right.
I tell you that this phone right here is worth $2 million. If you believe me and you give me a loan based on that, is that my fault? Should
No.
it be?
No,
You didn't do your
no.
research and you gave me money because I said something. Like, I mean, even if I lied about the value of something, I shouldn't get in trouble for that. If the bank didn't do their research, didn't have their own person go say,
Right.
yes, it's worth that,
But
then that's
but
on the
that's
bank.
the thing. The banks did.
And
So
right.
take Mar-a-Lago in West Palm. It was valued at $200 million, I think it was, and they're saying no way. That's no more than $20 million. No more than $20 million. Meanwhile,
Right.
this is like Leo, are you on something?
No, I'm listening
I
to
don't
you.
know much about. Well, no, I don't know much about.
I was trying to look for like Trump shoes, see where I could
Yeah.
purchase them and stuff like that.
But Mar-a-Lago, do you know anything about Mar-a-Lago? How big it is? Well, they're saying it's worth no more than $20 million. Meanwhile, there's like a small lot next to it that's on the market for $20 million with nothing on it. And it's only
And
like
it's
a fraction
a
of the
much
property.
smaller lot.
Yeah. So, and it's like, I don't know how many acreage. That's what I was wondering. How many acreage is Mar-a-Lago? Because they're going after him. So now he's got to pay $350 million, which he can appeal it, but to appeal it, he's got to put a bond, like a 10% bond down, he may or may not get back, and then it's just a freaking mess. It's crazy how these rogue or these total political judges and DAs can go after the man for all kinds of money. But
And
the same
what's
day-
really crazy is how obvious it
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
it's bullshit. Like, it's
And
just
but the
slap in the face obvious.
The same day, Truth Social, who he owns a majority stake in, merged with or got the approval to merge with some other telecom company, DWAC or something, which his shares stand a chance to jump up and increase his value by $4 billion. So really, the $350 million's nothing, but it is something. That's not very much money when you're talking about fines like that. I mean, if you have $2 billion, or $1 billion, and you got to pay $350 million.
It's a nice chunk of it.
Yeah,
And then and
you're not a
especially-
billionaire anymore.
especially when it's bullshit. Like you don't
Right.
deserve it. Like
And you-
it's one thing if
and-
you did something and you're like, all right, you caught me.
And he's not allowed to run his companies for 3 years in New York. He can't get any loans from any banks operating out of New York, and he can't head any of his business operations.
They're
in
trying
New
to
York.
freeze his assets.
Yeah, they're trying to squeeze him out. Yeah.
So listen to this. In 1985, Donald J. Trump, primary a businessman and a real estate investor at the time, Mar-a-Lago, is that how you say it?
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago, and use the 126 room, 62,500 square feet mansion on 17 acres of land. Damn, that's big ass.
17 acres.
17 acres. That's
Yeah.
huge, man.
And where it's at,
As
it's
a-
not like
As a
Palm
resident,
Beach. It's
Right, no,
It's valuable.
as a
land.
resident before in 1994 when he converted it into a Mar-a-Lago club, a members only club with guest rooms, a spa, and other hotel style amenities. The Trump family maintained privacy quarters in a square closed off area of the house and grounds marked by director During this, the president President Trump visited the Mar-a-Lago and hosted meetings with international leaders there, including Japanese primary ministers, Chinese. Since 2019, Trump has designated the state as a primary residence. Huh. That's good to know, man. I didn't know that shit. You know when that was built? I'll tell you when that was built. 1924. It started in 1924 and they finished it in 1927.
so 100 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. A lot's gone on there.
Wow, man.
So
And look,
speaking of
and this is
Mar-a-Lago.
this is what it says. Mar-a-Lago was built for business women, and I can't see, Mike.
And you want me to look at it?
It's because the lighting and my shades.
Mar-a-Lago was built
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago was built for businesswomen and socialite Marjorie Merriweather
What
Post.
does that mean?
Marjorie Merriweather Post, I believe was her name, between 1924 and 1927 during the 1920s Florida land boom. At the time of her death in 1973, Post bequeathed the property to the National Park Service, hoping it could be used for state visits or as a winter White House. But because the cost of maintaining the property exceeded the funds provided by Post, and because it was difficult to secure the facility, the property was returned to the Post Foundation by an act of Congress in 1981. In 1985, Donald J. Trump, primarily a businessman and real estate investor at the time, acquired Mar-a-Lago and used the 126-room, 62,500 square foot mansion on 17 acres of land as a residence before 1994 when he converted it to the Mar-a-Lago Club, a members-only club with guest rooms, a spa, and other hotel-style amenities. The Trump family maintains private quarters. Oh, you already read all that.
Yeah. So they kept their own side of the house private just for them.
Yeah, I mean,
And then eventually he was just like, you know what? This is just my residence. Damn, could you imagine having a house that has
What was that?
120?
trying to get that camera.
Could you imagine having that house that has 126 rooms?
No. Wow. Can you imagine the cleaning?
Holy
can't just leave it.
shit, man. That thing's bigger than
You
the White
have to,
House.
even if you had no
How many rooms does the
people
White
there,
House have?
even if you had no people there, you still have to clean it every so often.
Yeah.
And they're claiming that's only worth $20 million.
Right. Crazy, right? So you remember the raid they did on Mar-a-Lago
Yeah.
for the documents that he illegally took, that he declassified. He didn't illegally take them. They just used that as an excuse to get in Mar-a-Lago. Well, it turns out it looks like they were actually looking for a binder, a certain binder. This is my hunch, and it's what it's looking like. It looks like they went to Mar-a-Lago and looking through Melania's underwear drawer for this binder that Trump's head intel guys put together and supposedly contained evidence of the Russia collusion hoax and Obama, the CIA spying on Americans, including Trump's campaign, which is a big deal. I mean, the presidents have been impeached and resigned from office for doing the same thing.
How much did you say they said Mar-a-Lago was worth?
Like 20 million.
Oh.
What's that say? Yeah, so because of that, though, a lot of people are saying that ruling, a lot of truckers aren't going to New York.
Yeah,
Not to jump back and forth, but yeah, a lot of truckers are saying that. And Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank saying, I'm not going to do business in New York. This is just bad for business. I don't even like Trump.
You know, Mar-a-Lago, however you say it, Spanish for sea to lake.
Sea to lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the binder, it turns out the other day they came out and said there's a national security threat. They need the president to urge the president to declassify it, this and that. Then they floated around the idea was planted out there about Russian space nukes or Chinese space nukes and this and that. And I think it was all to do with this binder. And
look here it says
this
to
same
be worth
time
between 18 million and 27 million. Between 18 million and 27 million.
You can probably get invited to a party over there.
That'd be badass.
Yeah. But the binder supposedly incriminates Barack Obama and CIA head at the time, John Brennan. So that seems to be the national security threat. But they don't really want to put it out there. And since they ruled Trump doesn't have immunity, well, that means neither does Barack Obama or Joe Biden, you know?
Right.
So shit could hit the fan. I think we're watching stuff play out in front of us, and
meanwhile,
a lot of people don't really see it or understand what they're seeing.
So meanwhile, if this folder is really out there, that means it's out there somewhere.
Oh, well, it's out there.
Kash Patel, who was one of the guys who put the binder together, really smart guy. He said the binder's at the Department of Justice right now. That's where it was. It always has been. It was delivered to Trump a few weeks after him taking office. They had it already put together, compiled, and given to Trump. And
I look good.
yeah, you sure do. Okay. And but he said it's never left at the Department of Justice. What they want to make sure is there's not a copy of it somewhere.
Right.
You know, but it was declassified. If they wanted it classified, they can just classify it if they have it. But I don't think they want to admit they have it, because then they can't go looking for it. You know, and they're not going to say what it is they're looking for. They're just going to say it's a national security threat. And I believe that will probably be what ends up getting them. You know, we talk about a possible assassination. It might not be a JFK style deal. It might be a freaking FBI raid for more documents. Who knows?
All right.
You never know what it'll turn into. The way politics are turning today, it's getting pretty scary out there, especially on the world stage with the Putin out there doing his thing. And I don't know, China's just like getting by, like giggling in the background when they're the real adversary. Anyways, that's all I got, man. I don't know how long we've been going for because we let it stream for about 15 minutes. Got any other news, Leo?
Nah, I don't have anything
else
right now.
about Mar-a-Lago?
Man, I wish I could go. I'm just trying to think, like, back in the days, like, what this was used for.
Just entertaining visitors. That's so. We'll go back to that one article where it said that woman's name, Meriwether Post, whatever.
Right.
Tap on that link. See what it says
Already
about
took it
her.
off.
Okay. Well, that's the only way to find out, like, who the hell she was. Some socialite, which who back then, who knows? Southern, could be some heir to a Southern plantation owner or something that just entertained. You know,
But it was built though, right? Like, this place was built.
yeah, it was built for entertaining. I think it was.
So this land, this 17 acres was
Not, I
Man-made.
don't mean like entertaining like the movies.
No. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this was man-made, right? Mar-a-Lago was man-made.
The buildings.
Well, it's a building.
But
It's a
where
like
it's
a-
but where it's at.
No, it's at West Palm, like on Palm Beach.
See, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, it's on the Barrier Islands.
I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can see a picture. Oh, okay.
It's
See,
like an hour south from where
and I
we
can't
are.
see.
Take it off the fucking.
It's very valuable land. I mean,
Yeah, it's the rich part
Oh,
of
okay,
Palm
so
Beach.
it's like, okay,
the
okay,
land
so-
itself is worth way more than the 20 million.
Palm,
Man,
think,
he's like-
think,
without
think
anything
expensive
on it.
Palm Beach.
Man, that thing's pretty big. Where he's sitting at, it's a
Yeah.
pretty chunk of land. I mean, you can see all the other lands right next to it. You know, it's just like a little square, and then his is like whoop,
Yeah,
covers half of the little island.
yeah, and you look at that. I bet you look at it on Zillow. I wonder what it. You got Zillow?
No,
I used to have Zillow. I might have Zillow. Let's look at it on
pretty
Zillow.
cool though, man. Look at that, man. The man's sitting pretty, man. I wish. I'm not saying I wish, but look, hey, good for him, man. His house right there is bigger than the White House.
What's the real estate one? Zillow.
That's bigger than the White House, Vince. If you tell me, if you ask me, don't you think?
I think it said in one of the things that you were reading that it was bigger than the White House.
That thing's huge, Vince. Huge.
You're talking about using it for the White House for the winter time.
Yeah, that's pretty neat though, huh? I don't know. I mean it's just a big old house. But could you imagine like all the architecture inside of that thing?
Well, what does it give an address or anything like that?
That thing's not gonna give you an address, Mike. Yeah, right here. Club 1100 South Ocean Drive.
1100
South
South.
Ocean Drive. Damn. I can read better without the shit. Without my glasses, man. And see better without.
1100 South Ocean
Yeah.
Drive.
S Ocean Drive. Oh, Boulevard. My bad.
Ocean what? Boulevard?
Yeah, my bad. Let me put the glasses back on. What did I say?
I don't think those are reading
Club?
glasses, anyways.
Club 1100.
South Ocean Boulevard.
Hold on here. Let's see. Pompano Beach? No, this ain't it. It's not coming up on here.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Pompano Beach? No. Terra Mar? No. Sea Ranch? Lauderdale by the Sea? Who knows where it's at, but it's
Look, Mike, here, man. Look.
what?
That's what's coming up, man.
Mar-a-Lago Club. Let's check it again. 1100 South Ocean Drive. Nope, Ocean Boulevard.
Watch it say this property has been blocked
It might be.
on Zillow.
No, it might be, yeah.
No, yeah, it comes up 1401 South Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, it's blocked off. They don't want I would too. Why would I want people to be creeping up on me?
No, but they might have blocked it so you can't see the value of it because they know it's worth way more than $20 million.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
A lot of this stuff. You know, usually you can tap on property.
It's,
It'll
it's a
tell
nice,
you the value.
it's a
And
nice
what
home.
it's sold for in the past
Right.
and stuff like that.
All this area.
It's a nice home, man.
No,
you gotta say
these
it's a
people
nice home.
pay to take their shit off.
Oh yeah, Pff, Mike. If I have that kind of money, for sure I'm gonna pay on these people. Be nosy, especially if I got nosy competitors. You know, we got some. Man, people are just weird. You know, just in general.
Just got a notification. Oliver Anthony went live.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh yeah, whatever happened to that guy, huh?
he's
He's
out
still
there
around.
doing his thing.
He's still
This
doing that
fucking
thing? That's
camera
good.
Sucks, man.
Hell yeah, man, that's good. Tell him to follow us.
Right?
Not just him, but you guys as well. All right, y'all listeners out there, y'all
Yeah.
4 listeners that we have out there. Listen, if y'all 4 listeners that we have out there, if y'all share it, y'all
Just don't even share it. Just,
yeah, just like it.
Like
you know?
it or comment. They're
We've-
not
we've
listening
got
by now,
4.
anyways.
We've got
done
4,
lost
and
them.
we're probably 3 of those 4.
So
He's got like 6,000 people watching his live right
Yeah.
now.
It's all right. Hey, that's okay. We're here every single week, though.
I don't know. We might get big
So
like
that's
him too, though.
consistent.
That Wrecking Ball song you did last week. It's
Yeah, I
getting
know, right?
getting some
Put my
views.
shades back on real quick.
I think we got to work on our video, and I got to figure something out with the streaming, because doing it the original way, the more solid way,
Yeah, for sure.
we drop frames too much
Yeah.
with our Wi-Fi out here in the boondocks. But I don't know if there's boosters I can get or something like that. I don't know.
You talking about a shot?
No, you got me fucked up. Look, I keep going out of fucking focus too. Better off with an iPad. Stupid ass shit.
All right, guys. So we'll see you guys next week.
Before we start cussing at the before I start cussing at
Yeah,
the
for sure. So all right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week. Like I said, give us a like, give us a share. It does a lot for us, So thank you guys. And we'll see you guys next week. We're out. Let's go.
Do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.